Hello and welcome back to our channel, where we bring you the latest facts and figures from around the world. Today, we are going to talk about the top 10 countries with the largest oil reserves. Oil is one of the most valuable and sought-after commodities in the world, and it plays a vital role in the global economy, politics, and environment. But which countries have the most oil in their underground reservoirs? Let's find out. According to the BP Statistical Review of World Energy 2020, the total proven oil reserves in the world as of 2019 were 1,729.7 billion barrels. This means that there is enough oil to last for 49.5 years at the current production rates. However, not all countries have equal shares of this precious resource. Some countries have much more oil than others, and some of them are not even major oil producers or consumers. Here are the top 10 countries with the biggest oil reserves in the world. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Nigeria, a country located in West Africa. Nigeria is the largest oil producer in Africa and the 10th largest in the world. It has proven oil reserves of 36.97 billion barrels, which account for 2.1% of the world's total. Most of Nigeria's oil is located in the Niger Delta Basin, where it faces security and environmental challenges. Nigeria's oil production has faced challenges over the years, including issues related to infrastructure, security, and environmental concerns. These challenges have sometimes led to disruptions in oil production and hindered the country's ability to fully exploit its oil reserves. Coming in at number 9 is Libya, situated in North Africa, which has the largest oil reserves in Africa and the 9th largest in the world. It has proven oil reserves of 48.36 billion barrels, which account for 2.8% of the world's total. Libya's oil is mostly light and sweet, which makes it easy to refine and export. However, Libya's oil industry has been severely affected by political instability and civil wars since 2011. Due to its substantial oil resources, Libya has historically been a major player in the global oil market. However, the country has faced periods of instability and disruption in oil production and exports due to political conflicts and civil unrest. These challenges have affected its oil industry and economy. Moving on to number 8, we have the United States of America. The U.S. is one of the largest oil producers and consumers in the world, but it also has significant oil reserves. It has proven oil reserves of 55.25 billion barrels, which account for 3.2% of the world's total. Most of the U.S. oil reserves are located in Texas, Alaska, California, and North Dakota. With these reserves, the United States is among the top oil-producing countries in the world. The U.S. oil industry has undergone significant changes in recent years, with advancements in drilling technology contributing to a surge in domestic oil production. This increase in production has been largely driven by shale oil extraction from formations like the Permian Basin. At number 7, we find Russia, another major oil producer and exporter in the world, and it has substantial oil reserves as well. It has proven oil reserves of 80 billion barrels, which account for 4.6% of the world's total. Russia's oil is mainly concentrated in western Siberia, eastern Siberia, and the Caspian Sea region. Russia also has a strategic partnership with OPEC, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, to coordinate oil production and prices. Russia is consistently one of the world's top oil-producing countries. It is a major player in the global oil market and plays a significant role in influencing oil prices and supply dynamics. To maintain and increase its oil production, Russia continually invests in exploration efforts to discover new reserves and develop advanced technologies for more efficient extraction. Taking the 6th spot is Kuwait, a small country in the Middle East, but it has huge oil reserves. It has proven oil reserves of 101.5 billion barrels, which account for 5.9% of the world's total. Kuwait's oil is mostly located in the Burgan field, which is one of the largest oil fields in the world. Kuwait is also a founding member of OPEC and a key ally of Saudi Arabia. Like the UAE, Kuwait's economy heavily relies on oil exports for revenue. The income generated from oil sales has enabled the government to provide public services, infrastructure development, and social welfare programs for its citizens. Kuwait has established sovereign wealth funds, such as the Kuwait Investment Authority, to manage and invest its oil-generated revenues. These funds contribute to the country's economic stability and growth by diversifying investments. Coming in at number 5 is the United Arab Emirates. The UAE is a federation of 7 emirates in the Arabian Peninsula, and it has enormous oil reserves. It has proven oil reserves of 113 billion barrels, which account for 6.5% of the world's total. The UAE's oil is mainly distributed among Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, and Ras Al Khaimah. The UAE is also a member of OPEC and a regional leader in diversifying its economy beyond oil. The UAE has established sovereign wealth funds, such as the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, which is one of the largest sovereign wealth funds globally. These funds manage and invest the country's oil-generated revenue in a wide range of assets and industries. The country's proven oil reserves of 113 billion barrels have played a pivotal role in shaping its economy, infrastructure, global influence, and long-term development strategies. At number 4, a nation with a long history of oil production. Iraq is one of the oldest civilizations in the world, but it also has immense oil reserves. It has proven oil reserves of 145 billion barrels, which account for 8.4% of the world's total. Iraq's oil is mostly located in Basra, Kirkuk, Mosul, and Baghdad. The Asian country is the 4th largest oil reserve holder in the world, and also the 5th largest oil producer and exporter. Iran's oil reserves are mostly located in the southwestern part of the country, along the border with Iraq, where several large fields such as Avaz, Marun, and Goksaran are located. Iran's oil industry has been affected by U.S. sanctions, which have limited its access to international markets and technology. Moving across the ocean to North America, we have Canada at number 3. Canada is the 3rd largest oil reserve holder in the world, and also the 4th largest oil producer and exporter. Canada's oil reserves are mostly located in Alberta, where the vast oil sands deposits are found. Oil sands are a mixture of sand, water, clay, and bitumen, a heavy and viscous type of crude oil that requires complex extraction and processing methods. Canada is a significant supplier of crude oil to the United States, with much of it transported through pipelines, making cross-border energy trade a critical aspect of the bilateral relationship. The oil and gas sector, including oil sands, has played a substantial role in Canada's economy, contributing to GDP, employment, and government revenues. Now, on to the top 2. At number 2, we have Saudi Arabia, often referred to as an oil giant. Saudi Arabia is the 2nd largest oil reserve holder in the world, and also the largest oil exporter and producer among OPEC members. Saudi Arabia's oil reserves are mostly located in the eastern province, where the giant Ghawar field, the largest conventional oil field in the world, is situated. Saudi Arabia is a prominent member of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, giving it significant influence over global oil production and pricing decisions. The country's vast oil reserves grant it substantial geopolitical influence, often positioning Saudi Arabia as a central player in international energy discussions. And finally, taking the top spot, Venezuela. The South American nation has the largest oil reserves in the world, mostly located in the Orinoco Belt, a vast area of heavy crude oil in the eastern part of the country. Despite having massive reserves, Venezuela has faced challenges in exploiting these resources efficiently due to various factors such as economic and political instability, lack of investment, technological limitations, and international sanctions. The Orinoco Belt, also known as the Orinoco Oil Belt or the Faja Petrolifera del Orinoco, is a vast area in Venezuela that contains enormous reserves of heavy crude oil. This belt is estimated to hold around 1.3 trillion barrels of oil, making it one of the largest known oil reserves globally. These reserves have accumulated over millions of years through geological processes involving the deposition and transformation of organic materials. There you have it, folks, the top 10 countries with the largest oil reserves in the world. These reserves shape economies, drive geopolitics, and impact our daily lives in more ways than we might realize. Thank you for joining us on this exciting journey through the world of oil reserves. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more captivating content. Until next time, stay informed and stay curious.